Hey, how y'all doing this morning? This morning I want to show y'all a recipe. It's not really just a recipe, it's a method that I use to make some really good stone ground grits. I use them feeding my daughter for breakfast and stuff like that, but you know, they take a little longer to make and stuff like that, and they're really good grits. But this way you can get up there, I can put them in single serving portions, and I can serve them in the morning, heat them up in the microwave for about 2 minutes, and they're ready to go. Let me show you. First off, the grits I use are these Bob's Red Mill corn grits and polenta. This is a really good brand. I've used these for years. This is really good stuff here. I make, according to kind of his package, I make a triple batch of these, and you'll see why here in a minute, because you make a whole bunch at one time, you break it up into single servings, you actually freeze them. It's a really good idea. Anyway, so what we do is we start out, you need a big like a Pyrex type thing. You know, what are these, 9 by 13 or something like that. You want to butter it really well, then put you about 2 pats of butter in. I set this in the oven just a minute, just to melt this butter while I'm doing the rest of this stuff. So we got that done. Now we got a pot in here. I've got 9 cups of water we just brought up to a boil. I've got some salt. We've got almost a tablespoon of salt here. This is kosher salt, by the way. It's what I use. So we'll sprinkle that in there. Give me a spoon here. You want to make sure you got this in a pot that you can get a lid for. That you got a lid for. Stir that on in there. Then I've got 3 cups of those Bob's grits and polenta right here. All right. Now that your water's up to a boil, go ahead and stir it. Put these grits in. Simple. Stir these dudes in. You want to kind of bring it back to, you know, right where it starts bubbling again. Just keep stirring it here. Let's see. See how it started bubbling there? Now I'm going to cut the heat way down, all the way back to low. I've got 5 slices of cheese, just a sliced cheese you buy at the grocery store, like the Kraft or something. Put that in here. Alright, at this point. No, I'm sorry, this is 6 slices of cheese. Put my lid on. Let this simmer for about 5 minutes. And while that's doing that, I can probably pull my Pyrex out of the oven, because this butter's already melted. And I'm going to take this butter and I'm just rub it with a towel or a brush all around this Pyrex. After they've been simmering for 5 minutes like that, I'm going to take the top off. I've got a little knob of butter here. It's about a tablespoon of butter. I'm going to stir this up, see what we got here. See how thick the grits are. See how that cheese just incorporated in there so quick? And I've tried all different kind of cheese. I've tried shredded cheese and stuff like that. It's just, for this purpose, when you use that sliced cheese, I mean, it just really melts in there. It just turns it almost like a liquid and disperses amongst the grits a little bit better, especially for when you're freezing them and then you're bringing them back and all that sort of stuff. So you see, this would be great to serve, you know, just right now. I mean, too. I mean, of course, it's wonderful. Maybe put a little bit of cracked black pepper in here. Just a little bit, there we go. That'd be good flavor. Just stir it in just like that, y'all. And I'm gonna put a little bit of milk in here. Reason why, when these grits reconstitute, sometimes they may seem a little bit dry if you pour them in there that thick right now. So that was about a half a cup of milk. Stir that in there. Now I'll tell you. I'm about ready. I'm gonna put about 1 more half cup, so about a cup of milk going into these grits. So we'll stir this on in, and these grits should be ready to pour. I got that Pyrex here. It's all buttered up. That's what you want. Oh. And get your grits over here. And we'll just pour them right in. Try to get them as evenly as possible in here. But they'll spread out. Let me get that spoon. Scrape the pot here. Let's see, they'll get all spread out in there. It'll be really, really good. You just want to get them all nice and even here in your Pyrex. What you want to do is kind of shake it and get it even there. When it's all said and done, you want you about 1 inch. Let me show you. But that deep, that's about 1 inch, 1.25 inches of grits there in your Pyrex. And that's what we're going for. The idea is here, you let the grits cool here in this pan. You know how grits cool? When they cool, they get hard. Well, once they do that, we're going to cut them in little squares. We're going to wrap them in saran wrap, and we'll put them in a Ziploc bag. I'll show you what that look like. Take a Ziploc bag, a lot bigger one than this, and you wrap. Once you cut the square of grits, you wrap them just like this, and then you freeze them. And this little order of grits right here, this is about the size I feed the baby in the morning. Put this in the microwave, 2 minutes. Get it out. Just stir it around a little bit with a spoon. You can put a little butter, a little more salt on it if you wanted to, and it's ready to go. I mean, just really good instant grits with the cheese and everything already built into them. So it's just my way of doing it. Hope y'all enjoy it, and go out there and make you some grits. Give y'all some tips on cooling and slicing these things. I'll usually let them sit here on the counter for about 10-15 minutes or so, maybe 20, and where it's not just flaming hot. Then I'll move this to the refrigerator or possibly a freezer and let them sit in there for about 1 hour. Then they'll get really stiff, and you can just cut them in little squares with that knife. They'll pop right out. Wrap them in plastic wrap and freeze them. Put them in a Ziploc bag.